Hello good peoples, and welcome to Saira. Saira is in fact another game from Nifflas, Nigrin. And the premise of this one is, well, our ship is broken. There's actually quite a lot more to the premise, but we'll get into that later. This game features a mechanic where you can take photographs, which is useful for recording certain things. Let me just quickly remember how to jump in this game. Oh, that's... what is it again? That's it. It's S to jump. Now, this game is a lot like the Knytt games. The difference is that you're playing a human instead of a Knytt, or a tail, or a sprite, or whatever that you are in that particular game. It also has the same shared checkpoint style of the other games, such as Within a Deep Forest. It's got somewhat higher production values because this one was originally sold. This one is, however, now freeware. And it's much the same as the Knytt games, and in a sense Within a Deep Forest, in that it's a sort of an exploration-based Metroidvania. Metroidvania in the loosest sense, you just travel around gathering things. In some cases that will allow you to go further. However, unlike the Knytt games, Saira, being a human, is quite heavy and unable to actually cling onto walls. But there's a strong use of momentum, which I imagine, since we're in the tutorial, we'll get a chance to show off. So, first things first, let's bring up that photo I took. Or rather, let's open this up, and then bring it up. 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 000. Easy as. Make sure to save. This isn't automatic, unlike Within a Deep Forest. Mostly because I'm not bouncing and it's a lot easier to stop on checkpoint. Incidentally, if you're thinking, that was a little out of the way, I wonder if there are going to be secret things. Yes, there are a lot of secrets to this game. I'm not certain I've ever found all of them. Oop. Photos, no. Anyway. So we've got sort of an L with a slash, a jiggity jaggedy, and that I would be the absolute worst person to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with. Right, although you saw there, when I landed, there's actually, even while holding the opposite direction, there's a bit of a moment it takes Saira to stop. But if we got something to cling onto, we can actually do a bit of a wall jump thing. She can also scrabble up walls to an extent. Even if she can't physically climb them. And there we go, that might just be the part we need for our ship. It's an impulse, it's a homebrew impulse charge. That will probably have to do. I could teleport back to the ship and repair it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to see what else there is, because why would you not? There we are. And if we hit a wall, oops, get the timing right. What is it? Oh, that's right, you've got to hold up to do it. You can conserve some of your momentum and scramble up the wall like a frightened cat. Also, this is the mechanic that came back in Knytt Underground. Until that timer runs out, I can do that. There we go. And I could cancel teleportation, but I'm not going to. Let's just quickly take a look over here before I fix the ship. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Oh yes, here we go, the teleporter. I don't have a targeting unit. I do have an impulse charge, but it's homemade, and that's probably non-ideal. And I'm missing the fuse. So, let's get over to the ship. And set off. That's what I had to find. Some duct tape. It even fixes spaceships. My name is Saira. I'm an explorer and photographer who specializes in difficult shots. There's good money in it, in particular for photographs which involve danger to the person taking it. Everything changed 3 years ago when my sister was injured in a car crash. I had to go to Mars quickly to see her. Unfortunately, at the time, I was far from home and the trip would have taken years by ship. I took the risk of teleportation instead. It's not safe, but it is fast. After an uneventful teleportation, I was soon on Mars, but my sister was gone. In fact, everybody was gone. I spent months travelling around searching for people. Something must have happened while I was teleporting. Perhaps the teleportation process had shielded me from it. It took me a full year to track down another human. His name was Bobo, and he had also been teleporting the precise moment everybody disappeared. Finally, I was no longer alone. Bobo was easy to get along with, and he even shared my interest for adventuring. Unfortunately, none of this was to last. And that is the storytelling mechanic. Every time you complete a planet, notice here that planet Lomond is 2 of 2 because I found duct tape and the homebrew impulse charge. Every time we do that, we're going to get a bit of story. Let's set a course to Seike and see what there is to be found here. And yes, as this is helpfully informing us, we can actually check out the larger area of the universe. Or, not the universe, the immediate solar system, I guess? Oop. And if you haven't played Knytt yourself, this is a really excellent example of what the game is essentially like in that you get dumped in an area and then just set off, have fun, see if you can find what there is to do. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to go that way yet. And you just explore. There's often a lot of caves like that, very pretty environments. Quite often gentle but neat music. They're very relaxing games, except on screens where everything is difficult platforming. Those look spiky. And yes, there's mechanic. It is spiky and it's quite helpfully informing us anyway, but actually don't need that anymore. There we go. That little red triangle means that I would die if I touched that. Don't need those photos anymore. There's the second one just there. This is going to be an awesome run. Let's quickly check this out before I do go there. This is one of those ones that makes me wonder if there is more to be found. Like maybe if I photograph there would be a ghost. There was no ghost. All the same. Let's travel over. Get our run on. Yoop. Scrabble. This can be an extremely fun game when you get a good run going like this. And conserving momentum. I've always thought that conserving momentum is one of the best things about a well-made platformer. Rayman Legends does this amazingly, and the predecessor Rayman Origins. There we go. This is important. If we want to travel outside the system, I could actually only go to Seike. I didn't check, but I could. Because the ship's battery was only at 50 charge, and I would need more than that to actually get anywhere. It's essentially a limiter. It forces you, once you go to a system, to find whichever of the planets there has the charger before you're allowed to go again. What are we doing here? I think I've got to find the matching letter. No. Oh, Mozo. I remember. Where is a Z? You can't hide from me. Oh, but. This is quite a lot to keep track of. Are they just going in the same cycle? Can I find the Z where it was before I can. Oh! I got ambushed by a D. Make your own jokes. Z, 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 Z. Ah! I pressed it early because I'm an idiot. This is not as difficult as I'm making it look. I'm just having difficulty finding an M now. There we are. M and an O and am I just missing a load of Z's there? Yeah. I should play Creepy Castle as well. This is reminding me of a game that. There we go. Thank you very much. The only reason to come to this planet was to find that battery charger. And now that I've got that, let's trundle our way along out into the greater solar system. Me and Bobo wanted to find the cause of everybody's disappearance. Not knowing where else to begin, we looked into teleportation itself. We headed for a renowned underwater laboratory on Earth, probably the only building still intact on the planet. Its designer was the first to master teleportation. Some believed he could travel in time, but that's just ridiculous, right? This is actually tying into the plot of Within a Deep Forest. I forgot this bit, which means this game is canon with the Knytt games. Unfortunately, something went horribly wrong with our experiments, and Bobo was absorbed by the teleporter. Also, what does that say? I'm assuming that's Swedish, given it's a Swedish dev. It probably just means something like shock warning, given the context. After a long time searching, I managed to pick up his tracking signal from deep within unknown space. I had to find Bobo, but it's dangerous to travel in unmapped space. Teleportation was again my best option, but I needed a customized one for the long distance between us. I picked a nice planet and started building. Now 2 years have passed and it's almost complete. I just need some final parts. And there we have the greater objective of the game. Find parts to repair to finish the homemade teleporter. And so how much galaxy have we got to explore? This lot, each of these dots, right up to Ninian. I think there's ones further out, but I can't see them yet. And as you can see when I hover over them, 222 energy, 176 energy, and all the way out here would take a whopping 491 energy. That's what the charges are for. I can only go so far until I discover teleporters to go further. So, without remembering what any of these are, I'm going to go to Polver. And because we're travelling in real time, we can take the opportunity to tune our radio to show off various artists who contributed music to this, and also read about where we're going. Space noise. Polver hosts the highly toxic planet Bormine and the gas giant Gas Levidius, which is orbited by the volcanic moon Harkon. Every planet and moon in the Polver system has a hostile atmosphere and is often considered as common sense to never land on one. However, the occurrence of various man-made objects and electronic devices on the surfaces of Bormine and Harkon clearly shows that some adventurers think otherwise. We can also play a little minigame. If for some reason you decided that pinball is how you want to spend your life. Can't say I'm especially good at pinball. And as you see, every time I drop it, I actually move on to the next board. But I can actually get ahead quickly or find my way back by shooting through those holes on the side. That increased my multiplier. Oh, and I can rotate that there. By the time I drop it in the last one, I'm just going to get to the end so I can do so. Come on. And there's your score. 705. Still, we've made it to Polver. I can't actually land on a gas giant, surprisingly. I can land on Harkon and Bormine. Bormine has no items, so it can be sort of safely assumed that's where the charger is. Let's head for Harkon. Is it this one? No, I don't think this is the one I'm thinking of. We probably shouldn't fall, but also I can't see another way, so let's fall. Oh lord. Let's fall in a different direction. Okay, we've got a puddle of flight. An enormous, awful looking volcanic horrendousness. There we go, the little Scrabble and wall jump combo. Oh, I can't actually get back out, that's too high a jump. Oh well. If you can't get out, it means you're going the right way. Assuming the game is well designed. This game is well designed. Let's see what upwards has to offer us. Ah! Timed that one wrong. Whoop. Come on, let's see. Of course, it might be intending for me to take the flight charge downwards, but let's just see what's up here first. Hey! I got I don't know what I got. It's a glowing crystal. Did I even actually get it, or... No, I didn't get it. Though possibly I'm going to need it for something. It is glowing more now that I've touched it. So, on the basis of absolutely nothing, I'm going to assume that was important. And by the basis of nothing, I mean the fact that it's a game, and therefore the fact that it exists and can be interacted with makes it important. Also, there is more than one. There are also strange stone eyes. It's giving a good sense of mystery and wonder, which is part of the reason I love this guy's games so much. At some point, I'll probably also end up recording Ernog simply for the sake of completionism, if nothing else. It's a decent game. I'm not sure I enjoy it as much as other ones. Let's go back to the ship. Drop back down again. And check out the right. Nope. Ooh, that's quite some options of where to go. Ooh. I don't remember Saira as much as his other games, though saying that, if I tried to record Knytt, I would get so lost so quickly. Knytt has an enormous world that just dumps you straight in it. The entire thing is one contiguous world with basically no limits. There are a couple based on what items you found, if I recall, unless that was solely introducing Knytt stories and Knytt was just platforming. I can't remember for sure. For lack of a better option, I'm definitely finding all those crystals. Knytt Stories, as I've probably mentioned to anybody who's going to be watching this, is a program for making Knytt-like games. That came with a few levels of its own. Oh, this is where I'm going to need a flight charge. Probably not that one I had before, because that was a long way away though. Also, if you hadn't noticed, Saira has actually changed her clothes. She dresses up differently for every planet you go to. Oh, bad. Not that way. Okay, there was a flight charge up above, I know. Can I do some sort of long drop down onto it? Most likely. There's just such a level of polish to this game. Little things like the clothing thing is a little thing, but it's quite nice. There we go, next screen is lava. Oh dear, hit the overhang. But I had a checkpoint up here, so it's no big deal. Down we go. Is that all of the crystals? Would I even know, and does it make a difference? And can I make it over... Well, I can't ever do that. Can I make it over to there? Is there anywhere I can actually carry a charge long enough? Let's see, if I start up here, it would be drop down, run to the right. That's going to be a challenge. I might as well see if it's plausible. I mean, there's obviously a way to get down, just not sure if that's it. There aren't, as far as I recall, any permanent mobility upgrades of any sort. Or anything of that kidney. Ah! Activated that too late. That would be a very tricky flight. Oh my goodness, you can just make it with a regular jump. A very hairy regular jump. And no checkpoint. Marvellous. Don't scuff it. It's gonna... Thank you, Discord friend. Okay, let's try that again, this time with a save, because I know that I can do it. Down here, save there, jump here. A dupe and a dupe and a dupe. Saira is unbelievable. Born rock climber. Hey, yeah. And that looks very important to photograph. But I have no intention of throwing myself to my death trying to get out, so let's bring up the PDA and teleport back to the ship? Question mark? Did I actually find anything here? I found all those crystals. Did they do anything with any intent for me? Any intent, any purpose? Oop. Banging your head is not a useful technique. See previous point. Oh my heavens. Okay, fine, I'll go up this side. Hey! Let's quickly hop out back to the star map. No, there's still something on Harkon. Okay, I found those sets of directions. Did I check out everything to the left? Am I missing something? Leap. And yes, there are screens there, even though I could at best see it for a fraction of a second. Did I ever check out what's down here? Or did I just run? No, I just ran straight over it. Oh well, I probably need those directions I found to the right anyway. Those look dangerous, so I'm going to ignore them. I'm also going to jump in lava, because lava doesn't look dangerous. No! Gotta remember, momentum. Saira is a nimble lady, but she's also a bit too heavy to stop from a dead sprint in no time. She's not a Knytt who weighs about half a gram. What we got here? Oh, right. This is next time to press up, right, down, left, up, down, right, up, right. Not. Excuse me. I can't seem to interact with this at all. Let's just close that again, and then bring up the photos. Okay. Yeah, clicking isn't actually interacting with this at all. What secrets be these? Unless it's to do with the crystals. Maybe I have more crystals to find before I can actually do anything useful with that. There were a lot of lights. I should have checked that out earlier before I touched all the crystals I found. Maybe some of them would have been unlit and lit up as I found them. Can I get further up here? Probably not. We got ourselves a mystery. Did I ever drop down here? Yes, I did. It's the strange stone eyes of creepiness. Oop. Well done. I've almost certainly just missed... Oh right, it's a slope, it's not straight. I've almost certainly just missed a crystal somewhere, and that's what's screwing me. Let's quickly zoop up. With a little bit of the old zoop. That is a tight shot. Okay, I guess I'm going back to the ship to have a look to the right again. The genre of, like, exploring platformer, it's probably a niche taste. And you see here that when you get stuck, it can just be a matter of going back and forth on the same screens over and over again, and that's definitely not to everybody's taste. But that air of the puzzle isn't going to do anything to explain itself to you, work it out yourself, is one I at least appreciate. I do need the flight thing, I didn't just do a fancy skip. Up. Right, definitely not flying up there. I've already been over most directions here. What was up and left? Was that just a crystal? Yep, just a crystal here. Well, I seem to have a conundrum unless there is something hidden on the other planet. That does happen. Generally, you won't get outright mechanisms on other planets, but you might get some loose hint of what you need to do. For the most part, planets are self-contained. But in the absence of something striking me in about the next 3 seconds, and it didn't, let's head back to the ship. It's no big loss, and I can quickly check out ore mine. I'll trundle my way through this one, then call the episode, because, again, I just do these as a quick show-off, this is what the planet is like. Also, yes, this one is toxic. So long as I'm away from the blue flowers, I'm going to be losing health. Ah! Okay, I get that. Right, if I bring that up, and then bring up my photos, I've got to shoot down the combination. That was the wrong menu. Photos, I hope I'm not losing health while I'm doing this. Come on. Up. Right. Up. This is the least practical input method I've ever seen. That wasn't even meant to be up, that was a down. Up, right, down. Up. Ah! Right, down, left. That's awkward timing. Left, up, down. Oh, but if I was slick, I could actually move to later letters and input them. Oh no! Yeah, if I was slick, I could move to the later letters and input them while I'm waiting for the one I need next to reach me. Oh yeah, it's down. Up. But I'm not slick. Right, down, left. Yep, take your time down. And get covered up by the others. Certainly not choking to death on a hazardous planet here. Though I'm apparently not choking to death on a hazardous planet. Hazardous planet is very conveniently waiting for me. Left, up, down. Right, up, right. Come on. Any second now. You took so long another one got here first. Easy as. Let's see what all that earned us. It's the charger! I don't know if you're safe. This one fortunately has a very powerful 500 charge, which, given I already jumped a little closer to that far bottom right planet, might actually be enough to get us there. Still, that was only one direction, and I doubt the entire planet is just those two screens, so let's see what there is over here. Okay, these are strange beasties. Also, notice Saira is now wearing full body gear. She ain't no fool. I don't think the red flowers are likely safe. In Knytt Underground, there's actually several different colours of... Instead of puddles, it's sort of like flower blooms, and different colours do different things. In this, I believe they're all just flight. Oh dear. Let's give that one another go. But I think I can make it over to the left there. Leap, 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 leap. Leap, I say. Or can I make it? That's a tight jump. I'm going to check if there's a checkpoint and some blue flowers over here. Oh! The red flowers drain your energy much faster than just being around. Actually, can I make it? No, I cannot make it back. Problematic. Ah! I stuffed the jump. Oh well, that's what teleport to last checkpoint's for. Teleport. That's what's happening. I'm cresting that hill, and so I'm not jumping because I'm technically in midair. There we go, leap at the peak. Okay, checkpoint anytime now. Yes, sir. Nuts. Yeah, I goofed that one pretty badly. Took too long. Okay, now I know where to go, though. It's just a matter of doing it quickly. I mentioned in the Within a Deep Forest that I am a masochist when it comes to platformers, and by God, I'd love getting hurt by games. Well, platformers. I get salty at Smash Bros. No! The only HP that matters is your last one. That feels weird to phrase it that way because HP is both singular and plural. The only hit point, but when you say HP, it's typically the plural, like, not collective noun, Oh, I wonder if that crystal counts towards the lock on Harkon. In fact, it looks like there might be two crystals there. I'm just going to quickly... No, that one doesn't count. Yeah, but when you say HP, it's the... not generalized. Maybe collective noun was correct. That's not even that, is it? Darn it, I'm having a second what's that word. My vocabulary is apparently atrocious. But yes, there were two unlit lights on Harkon, so I believe that might just be it. Away we go, once more. Please don't land in lava. I did not land in lava. Good. Oh, the bats are safe. There we go. And what did I just get? That was a basic targeting unit. This game does have multiple endings depending on what kind of parts you find to repair your complete your teleporter. Whether you make it to the ship, whether you make it to Bobo or not, is dependent on what you find. Because there are multiple options for everything. Fun times in deep space. But, like I said, I was only going to show so much of this game. That was 2 of the 7 systems in the game. Not to mention none of the secrets, which make up a not huge, but it's part of it. It's not like Knytt Underground, which I swear is more secret than regular game. But that has been Saira. It is available for free, as I said, from Nifflas Games, and I highly recommend you check this one out as well. I've been the Flying Banana. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.